Studio. Welcome to Threest Radio, the news of the century. Welcome to Threest Radio. Welcome, one and all, to Threest Radio, giving you the latest stories of the evening.
Oh, well, I'm throwing my voice doing that. Let's let the crowd shuffle in.
Welcome, one and all, to the one and only show where you'll find it all. Threest Radio.
Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Threesto, and today we're gonna be on the radio. God, my desk is so dusty. The light catches my desk, and then I see all the dust all over it. Let me just dust that real quick. All right, so here's how things are gonna go. I really hope. Let me find some non-copyrighted music. All right.
An ESL.
Back. I don't want action. Okay, I'm just gonna go with this one and hope it's not copyright. Oh my god, the Tide ads. Alright, chat. So I'm gonna give y'all a live storytelling reading. And then we're gonna grind, because who doesn't love to grind? Alright. Now you guys are just gonna get a fun visual. But if you wanna read along, I'll drop the document. Okay, actually I like this one more. So you guys get this nice ambience while I read the story. Alright, here we go. Hopefully the music isn't too overpowering. And yes, I'm gonna do fun voices. Alright, here you go, chat. This is the story if you want to follow along. This is
Golden Tomb by R.B. Ashford.
That's my pen name. An homage to all the stories of swashbuckling pirates I have indulged in throughout my life. The very stories which enthralled me like no other. Immersion so great where I could well nigh smell the sea air and perceive the sand beneath me. That's the dedication page. All right.
Chapter 1, A Rogue's Ambition. By all accounts, the tales told within these pages be not twists of veracity. Bound only by ramshackle leather, these pages stood through time, decaying until this true fable may finally be told. To compile such a tome was causal in abandoning aspirations of fortune hunting, yet to pass these tales on is of most significance. So here, by the flicker of flame, I utter this rhapsody to ye. Existing between space and time, elusive as thieves in the night, an isle of gold awaits another challenger. Ruffians, rapscallions, rats and snakes alike, many foe plague the seas of this realm, seeking treasure beyond their wildest dreams. Alas, scoundrels of the sea be not the only adversaries in the struggle for attaining the unattainable. Global powers rule with fists of literal iron. Fleets fall victim to their cannons, and those who succumb to pride and greed are none the wiser to the dangers that could end them in an instant. Hence is why the crews of only the most precautious captains successfully evade the metal men for now.
Okay, that voice is kind of hard to do.
A dainty port town, fit for nobodies,
I'm gonna lighten it up a little. Lay within the expanse of the vengeful sea. Cyrus awaits. A reckless, cocky, swashbuckling thief whose foolhardiness knows no bounds, yet has learned to be the leader of a ragtag group of miscreants in due time. This is my literature. If you don't like my story, then unfortunately, it's a sad day for you. I dropped the link to this story if you want to read along with me. We're just in the scene here. We got the ambience, you know? I know I'm going to get so many copyright strikes for this, but it's worth it. I mean, you guys can, like... I can put the text up on screen if you guys want to see it. It's not very interesting looking at a blank... They're just a bunch of text, though. I guess I could. If you guys want to, like, read along, I'll split screen it. That is the wrong tab. Alright. Where were we? Right here. I guess, yeah, this will help some people read along if they need. Anywho. Continuing.
These damn plunderers off with me daggers again, spoke Cyrus. A run-in between thieves, a thief of thieves with a daring escape by the other party. Standing weakened within a sandy avenue in the center of town, Cyrus was left without his signature tool, a set of 2 steel stilettos. This may not be the first time Cyrus had a run-in with these particular folk, but he learned from his last mistake. Amidst the scuffle, these blind-sided fools left me with something of theirs. Cyrus had snatched a satchel from one of the 2 boys that, while sparse, contained the usual tools, a silver compass, a filled flask of rum, and just about a handful of gold. Cackling under his breath, Cyrus expected it. The thieves returned for which they had lost.
"You underhanded blowfish! You better hand that back to us or we'll carve you up with your own knives!"
Was said by the shorter of the 2, a stout man with a cowlick, concealed by a brown tricorn and light scruff upon his chin. His partner was nearly a head taller, yet the only notable key detail about him was a missing pinky upon his right hand. The stout one had lunged at Cyrus, stiletto bared like snake fangs. Up came a cloud of smoke around the position where Cyrus once stood. The dagger, however, still in motion, had connected.
"I've got you now!"
was wrongly assumed of the stout man. His knees swiftly buckled, and he was on the ground, rendered unable.
I was on such a good streak. Without messing up a word. Anyways,
rendered unable to move under the weight of Cyrus. Cyrus was not in perfect shape either, however. A gash in his arm spoke truthfully about the dagger connecting. Although he had disappeared into shadows moments before, he was not quick enough to completely avoid the blade. Cyrus paid no mind. With clenched teeth, he hotly snatched his pair back from the weak grip of the thief and holstered them on either side of his belt. Returning these stilettos to the rightful place had felt as if a long-lost friend had returned home to Cyrus and could not imagine himself without them. Without thought, Cyrus lifted himself and tossed the satchel next to the thief, still laying upon the ground in fear. The contents of the satchel spilled, and the other thief scurried to pick up all the scattered loot. As for that other thief, he was not nearly as brave as his partner and stood cowardly a safe distance away during the encounter. "Identify yourself," Cyrus barked at the coward hunched over, still shoveling the knickknacks back into the satchel.
Me, sir?"
the thief rebutted.
Well, me name's Samuel Cormac. Me partner there, well, that's Burly Felix."
"Burly Felix?" Cyrus was intrigued.
"You mean to tell me that this is Burly Felix?"
A balked look arose in Cyrus's face. Burly Felix was no big-time criminal, but he was known around in these parts to be a backstabbing swindler and a thief in the town. Cyrus fell into a low squat before lifting the tricorn off the concussed head of Felix.
"On closer look, no kidding."
Felix stared back into Cyrus's eyes as if he wanted to curse him badly, still struggling to catch his breath after being winded. Unable to look at his crewmate in such a feeble position, Cormac hurried to hoist up his partner and then carefully backed off from Cyrus.
what page are we on? Okay.
With the satchel still in hand, he threw the strap over Felix's shoulder. It must not have occurred to him to equip the satchel himself first to avoid the hassle.
Oh my god. Okay, we got an Adobe ad. I'm gonna take a sip on my Mountain Dew. I haven't had Mountain Dew in forever. Stuff's about a buzz. It's buzzing. It's ice cold.
With a shaky voice,
"Please, no more trouble, mate. We'll back off."
Cyrus coldly glared at Cormac to shoo him away. After patching his wound up and stumbling through the town, the sun falls into the horizon as Cyrus spends yet another day dreaming of fortune alone. The devil's tendrils danced in lights yet again for another night. This has been routine for as long as the patrons can remember, with the lanterns nearly swaying to the tempo of the shanties performed within the establishment. The place was a poor man's paradise. Towering walls of barrels lined the walls behind the counter, each replete with rum. Certainly not the best quality beverages, but locals seemed not to mind, as it was a cheap way to get drunk. A hole in the wall run by a tall, sweet woman who goes by Mrs. M. Compassionate as could be, despite her occasional crude vocabulary. The tavern door swung open, and the chill of the night swept into the room. Eyes tracked the figure which waltzed into the room, and time stood still, if only for a moment, before the festivities of the tavern resumed. A pale-faced Cyrus had wandered into the tavern, seeking refuge from the world that exists outside this little place of comfort. An empty seat lay in wait at the bar, which Cyrus made way to. Upon taking a seat, a sigh of relief floated through the air, yet it was drowned out by the roars of men mere feet away from him. Cyrus fell into a reverie, as reality as he perceived it began to slip away. "Anything to drink, hon?" It was Miss M. Cyrus was abruptly brought back to his senses, now realizing the woman behind the counter who towered before him. "No, thank you, I just need to catch me breath." Miss M modestly returned back to serving the other patrons without a single word of response, apart from a slight head nod to show acknowledgement. She was committed to her work.
Oops. Turn up a little bit.
Resting his head upon his hand, so began Cyrus's careful pan around the room, slowly eyeing each of the other customers within the room. Men of all stature participated in the festivities held within this dank tavern. Not a soul paid mind the lackluster shelter itself, but we're all engrossed in the dancing, gambling, chanting, and rabble-rousing occurring, which created a cheerful environment, albeit heavily influenced by alcohol. Shoddy alcohol. Only few men stuck out to Cyrus, and their presence could not be ignored. 2 tables over, a gruff, bearded man stood on a bar table, drunkenly doing a jig, yet somehow retaining his balance. He was of short stature, yet bore a blunt weapon holstered on his back that seemed impossible for a man of his size to carry. In the far corner of the room was a hunched, aged-looking man with a tattered navy blue garb, with the hood pulled over his head. Long and wiry hairs peeked out of the hood as if his mustache were whiskers. One wrinkled hand was visible from Cyrus's view, with tapping fingers and rings of silver that reflected in the warm light with each slight movement. There's not supposed to be 2 periods there. Now bored of the sight at the previous table, his eyes glanced back to another notable character. This man seemed too proper and upright for this tavern. Dressed in elegance, Cyrus assumed there must be some particular reason for this man to reside in such a place such as this. Or a place such as this, rather. A broad, brown-brimmed hat sat upon his head, with a billowing indigo plume outstretched from the hat. An oversized, matching indigo shawl was wrapped loosely around his upper torso.
Yes, this is my story, Titan. This is the Google Doc is linked in chat somewhere.
The character was well composed, with tidy yet faded hair and a perceptive look in his eye. As the well-kept man began to stand up, Cyrus was antsy to get a better sight of this man's demeanor, but not before a gray-haired man placed his hand upon Cyrus's shoulder to question him. Cyrus craned his head and followed his long, flowing gray mane up with his eyes until he was directly looking at the obsidian-colored glasses. "Well, I cannot see I heard the commotion of your scuffle earlier, boy. Clever trick you pulled off there, huh?" The blind man had black-tinted spectacles to cover his empty, pearl-like eyes. Cyrus stood up from his seat. "And ya? I have many a name around these seas, yet I'd give not a single soul me true name, laddie.
Alas, it'd be cruel of me not to supply you with at least something to refer to me as. So, in that case, call me Morris. With the name attached to a face, Cyrus kept a mental note of this man. Well, Morris, what business do you have with me? Interested in me little turnabout, eh? Not so much the encounter itself as your sly trick. You're one of Lafitte's student, I take it. These words solidified that this old coot knew a little more than meets the eye. Cyrus's eyes widened just enough to reaffirm the truth in Morris's words. Lafitte was a name known around the seas. Cyrus, with no other choice, and as not to second-guess himself, answered truthfully. And what of the matter? You should be well aware of the fate of them. The previous rogues who trained under Lafitte who all sailed to the Golden Tomb. Morris hinted heavily towards this fact. So what be it then? Are you assuming I'll follow suit? Cyrus seemed a little offended at Morris's statement. Morris did not respond. I'm no coward like those imbeciles. They must have been so blinded by the luster of that land that they forgot the whole danger of the damn place. The air grew still. Even Miss M, working behind the counter, paused and observed. Lafitte had been known to train rogues, knaves, and swashbucklers alike.
Oh, I need to hydrate. Oh, hold on.
Alright, we're good. My throat was getting a little dry there. Morris's voice wears me out. Only those truly seeking treasure and fortune had sought Lafitte's expertise. These men were trained to be dangerous, underhanded, and silent as night.
Oh my god, there's an ad.
I swear the immersion wouldn't be broken if I wasn't getting ads. These men were trained to be... these men were trained to bite the hand that feeds them in order to satisfy their own motives. However, it was clear that Cyrus had not entirely conformed to these principles and trained solely to support his own greed.
Well, it seems you don't even realize your own cockiness, lad. Just reflect on your last scuffle even. If you had been more cautious, you wouldn't have ended up with that nasty slash on your arm. And you expect that you'll brave that terrible place?
Morris stood his ground and retained his posture. Cyrus flinched and began to rebut. However, he cut himself off after realizing the weight of Morris's words. Cyrus felt cornered, yet still insulted that such an old coot could prove a point to him. He realized this was not an argument he could win, and the wound was proof. Despite backing off, Morris continued.
You aren't fit for the voyage. You have nothing except the skills Lafitte passed down to you. It's a pipe dream, lad.
The spark once present had faded from his eyes. Then what do you suggest, you geezer?
I wouldn't just let up on this dream.
Morris grew silent for a moment in deep thought, as if to carefully tread through the possible words he could say next. To kill the ambition of an aspiring fortune hunter would be cruel, yet to kill that beast in the first place would be no easy task. Thus, Morris was left with no other option.
So be it. I cannot tie you down, so I'll give you what you want.
Upon Morris's waist was a faded leather satchel, in which he pulled out a scrap of parchment, along with a quill and a small vial of ink. He pulled a chair out from an empty table nearby and sluggishly took a seat, before scrawling in the parchment. Cyrus stood and watched as Morris raised from his chair and handed over the note. Cyrus observed it for a moment. The tattered note read, Sir Vole, Serpent Harbor Supplies Co., Royal Port, South Sea.
I should change the name of this, but whatever.
Tell him you're an acquaintance of B.M.
Oh no, I said dot, whatever.
Good luck. Aside from being impressed at a blind man's impeccable handwriting, the spark returned to Cyrus's eyes. He paused before he shot off towards the exit without another word exchanged with Morris. After leaving the commotion of the vivacious tavern,
That's kind of hard to say.
of the vivacious tavern, the night swept over him, inducing a deep chill within his soul. This lead had become the first step of many along an unpredictable winding path which only a brave soul could traverse. Worries aside, Cyrus bared the night and vehemently set off for the town's port. What do you say, Chad? Do we read chapter 2, or do you guys want to read chapter 2 on your own time if you're interested?
I don't know, man. I could save it for another day. I think I'll save it for another day. I gotta work. I was kind of fired. I know we only got through that one, but yes, I am writing a book.
And my goal is to be a published author before June. Because that's when I graduate. If I can get a published book before I graduate, that's awesome.
All right, now my voice is a little shot. Oh my god, Loaf, you missed the story time.
I gotta change the stream information now. Hold up.
Oh my god, thank you. I appreciate it.
You're so good at that.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed my story. I gotta check my notifications on my phone. Is Golden Tomb finished? No, there's only 2 chapters officially out right now, with a 3rd one on the way. So chapter 3 is like halfway done, but I don't even want to say halfway. It's gonna be a long chapter. Chapter 3 might be a long chapter, guys. I can show you a little teaser for chapter 3. I could show you a little teaser. Hold on. Did I change the? We're up to 22 pages. Well, like 21 actually. I'm really grinding chapter 3. Don't worry, Ducky. I was just saying I'll get it published before June. Hopefully before May. Before May. That's my promise. I'll get it published before May. And I'm gonna publish it through Amazon so they do it for me. So they handle that all that stuff. But not gonna lie. If I can get it published before May, then that'd be pretty chill. I don't think I'm gonna make it super long. I think I'm gonna make it like maybe 130 pages. Nothing super crazy. Maybe 200, 250 at most. Not like 500 pages. I have scope for it, and I want to make sure I can accomplish the scope, and I don't want to have to like cut corners for stuff though. So, but I'm really planning a lot of stuff. I will say though, it is a bit of a higher level read, just because there's a lot of vocabulary and writing styles that are a little different than what you find in like a regular book. I'm really trying to, immerse in the language of that time. As you can tell when I was reading it, I spoke in that voice, which is kind of how I imagine the characters would talk. But chapter 3 is really good. So far, I've done a little refining. There's still these big gaps I need to fill. Like, I have to write that stuff. And then I'm going to write stuff under here. As you can see, I have little invisible notes for myself. What's up, Cone? But chapter 3 introduces 4 new characters, I guess. 4 new characters. So right now, there's only like the only real main character that we're following is Cyrus. Cyrus is the main character for the story. Hey, let Cone be happy. That's really mean. Don't tell a man to stop smiling. But chapter 3 introduces another main character, or possibly 2. I'll have to see what I want to do with it. And it completely it completely unfocuses from the first 2 chapters. It takes like an entirely different path because it's focusing on different characters, and then they're gonna end up crossing paths. Yeah. Blue, I think you're gonna like it. Chapter 3 is like actually so far. I'm cooking. Silver tongue. Okay, do you guys want me to read this? Want me to read the first few pages of chapter 3? DNI? Nah, DNI doesn't mean do not interact. It means delicious. I got nothing. I got nothing. All right, you guys want? I'm not gonna do a funny voice, but I'll read the first couple pages of chapter 3, Silver Tongue. Oi, I told you the first. Okay, this is chapter 3. This is interesting new character here. Excuse me. Oi, I told you the first million times. Take this amount here, or I'm taking me business elsewhere. Hold on, I gotta get my pirate music back on. Hold up. Ooh. Oh my god, it's an ad. All right. Ice cream is 2 words, I think. Delicious nougat ice cream. I like nougat. Nougat's pretty good. Anyways, here's chapter 3, Silver Tongue. From the top. Oi, I'll try to do a little voice. Oi, I told you the first million times. Take this amount here, or I'm taking me business elsewhere.
It just won't do then. You talk of fleeing with your own business, yet try to swindle me to stop me from hanging on to me own.
You drive a fair argument, but do you think I could pull some more dosh out of thin air, old chum? In honesty, I don't think you're living outside your means for all that's good in this world.
Yes, but it don't quite strike me as...
I forget the voice I'm doing for this guy. Yes, this is yeah, this is my story. I'm writing this. I'm writing a book. Well, novel. Yeah. So this is a little teaser for chapter 3. You know, because it's disconnected from the first 2 chapters, so I can just pick up from here. You guys aren't gonna miss any context. Then it's settled. You'll surely find good in your heart to undercut someone for once. This ain't sport. This ain't for sport after all.
Sigh, I find no...
Actually, why'd I say sigh?
I find no reason to rebut.
Have it. The goodness of my heart discount. I don't know the voice I'm giving this guy. While brash, words were a way to get what she desired. Clutching her fist in triumph, Maeve pushed her coins to the opposing side of the walnut countertop, and in turn collected the small pouch of lead rounds. The silver bell above the door rang out as Maeve left Ford's Mercantile to roam the streets of Port Noble. This port was among the busiest of major ports within the myriad of seas, with folk from the surrounding inhabited islands taking concurrent trips to and from. The epicenter of activity in the South Seaway, equidistant from the aforementioned bordering islands. A fine landmass, well-masoned architecture offset lush palm-dotted beaches, seemingly a gift from Mother Nature to be such a convenient place for the greedy to enact business in. To the untrained eye, all's well. Maeve's boots were decorated with an excessive number of buckles, which clinked as she trotted over the cobbled stones comprising the roads. As she walked, the sounds of voices drew louder the nearer she approached a corroding gate, in the corner of the road adjacent to the back end of a building. The grate was placed in the road with only a few rusting bolts, which had already come loose, nearly divorcing. The pouch of acquired goods was now looped around her lavish belt. Hup! 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 Sorry, I think that's really funny. Hup! Maeve lifted the dated crate and descended down the rungs of a metal ladder built into the brick walls. You got bad news to share? Oh god. Can I get the good news first? Oh. Anywho, I'm gonna continue. The air carried a stale odor. Stone walkways lined either side of a creeping, murky stream, with dim lanterns hung only on the wall nearest to Maeve, with putrid olive ooze seeping through the brick seams. It was clear that this place be described only as a sewer. Heavy, leathery footsteps echoed amongst the growing chatter, trickling water and the sharp squeaks of rodents. Yeah, Con, I clicked your video. As Maeve approached the corner, an incandescent glow illuminated the walls around the bend. The good news is... Okay. Seems like she... Actually, no, this is the word. Seems like she shows a face after all. A few men of different proportions huddled around a make-do fire, keeping them warm in the dank trenches of this sewer. Oi, lads. Had to make a bit of an errand, you see. Replenished my own supply of rounds and brought enough surplus powder for all of us. She withdrew the bullet pouch from her belt, along with another. The second pouch, tied with twine, was tossed onto a crate which stood in place as a table for these ruffian men. Divvy it up amongst yourselves. I've got my share. Been about while. Powder ain't cheap to get your hands on. A man with a thick English accent and missing incisors leaped for the sack to get his share after letting out a snarky chuckle. That's what I imagine him sound like. Large ears were apparent on either side of his skull, which were half concealed by a bandana, which seemed dyed by dried blood, creating a reddish-gray tint. Pete's sake, it ain't gold, Parrot, she scoffed at him. Of course not, Mrs. Swindler, but surely you ought to realize the value you offer us with your skills. Oh, please, we're prepared now, yes? Maeve questioned the audience of men, echoed with resounding agreement. Along the leftmost wall was a collection of goods stockpiled in crates containing a varied supply of wares. Flintlocks, daggers, axes, cutlasses, a rapier, caltrops, a rope, fuses, adhesive, nails, planks, canvas, parchment, fruit, bread, and grain. While a boisterous collection, practically every implement of destruction had a degraded condition, limiting their practicality. The men had been gathering various supplies over the few weeks prior from the streets above through illicit means. Maeve inspected the stockpile. Good. Then on tomorrow's nightfall we strike. Tomorrow's a pretty big one, innit? Parrot's eyes widened. The biggest one yet, matter of fact. His leg bounced in jittery anticipation.
Oh god. Okay, never mind, we're good.
Now don't you jump the gun like last time, Parrot. This time will matter more than ever. If you screw it up, we might not make it out with our lives, let alone some plunder. This time, the voice boomed from a bulkier man, looming over the fire pit. This beast had short... I say shirt? This beast... This beast had short, tight curled hair and a prominent jaw. The striped white and grey shirt was concealed by a hardened leather overcoat, embellished with silver buttons. He glared deep into Parrot's eyes. He'll be just fine, Weasel. Maeve came to his defense. Take a look at all of this weaponry you have. She had a weak grin as she knew how little of it was of use. Oh. We all strap ourselves with nearly half a dozen... I can't do the voice. We all strap ourselves with nearly half a dozen flintlocks each. If it comes down to it, all we gotta do is fill them full of lead. Aye, but I still don't trust his guts. Weasel had a long history of contempt with Parrot. 4 years, don't forget. Set aside your differences for just one night, alright? Humph. Weasel shifted his gaze away from his foe. Roscoe, the route is done, yes? Maeve called out to the figure in the far corner of their jury-rigged encampment. His head arose from the page on which his eyes were glued. The page was a floor plan of some large, sprawling building with annotations and markings in deep ink. He looked back at the page and followed a drawn line with his finger. I think so. The place is fairly fortified, but there's an entrance from the other half of these sewers. I say we enter through here and work our way out.
Oh, I gotta sneeze.
The storeroom is at the farthest end of the compound, though, meaning unfortunately some excursion is necessary. Or some extremity. Some extremities are necessary. I see. No trouble, though. We're certainly capable of executing this, yes? Well, on the basis that you're fine with making a bit of noise. Roscoe shuddered. I'm not too fond of the idea, of course, but there's a high probability we'll need to sabotage some of their powder supplies. If that means a shot at the stockpile, so be it. Maeve shrugged.
Me when I'm nervous.
I might as well just read all I have for the first half of this chapter. Weasel jumped in. Hold on, Maeve. Is that really the brightest of ideas? If we really are gonna blast away in there like Roscoe suggests, we'll be alerting more than just anyone in that fort. Sweat dripped from his brow. Only a madman would think that's a fine idea.
For once, I think the big oaf is right. I mean, seriously, our lives are at stake by enacting that stupid plan.
Parrot was also against the idea.
Our lives are always at stake, you numbskull.
Maeve violently glared down at Parrot with the glowing flames reflecting in her eyes.
Ooh. Gorge. Gorge. Ooh.
No. I'm not goofy, unfortunately. I'm a little silly, but I'm not goofy. Parrot dropped the eye contact and backed off like a cornered dog. The room was nearly silent, broken only by the crackle of the dwindling fire pit. Seems like there's no objections then. If we're all set, the day is still young, and I'd like to go on a little excursion of sorts while it's still early. Maeve smirked, reaffirming her influence among the feeble-minded men. No one in this group... sorry, it's not anyways. No one in the group was ever officially sworn in as the leader, yet her presence alone convicted the men to follow her. The men glanced around at each other before any of them uttered anything. Roscoe was the first one to speak.
Well, Maeve, I'd like to stay here, as I'm not one for these day runs.
That's fine, Roscoe, but will you do something productive with your time? How about you go prepare those flintlocks, will ya? I keep switching up the accent, I don't really know them. We ought to have,
I think Otto would be better here.
we ought to have nearly 2 dozen.
I'll take you up on that offer. Much better than running about up there.
Good. Weasel, Parrot, you pair are coming with me.
Wait, Maeve, you haven't even told us what we're going out there for.
Weasel was weary to question her authority, but asked anyway. Feeling reinforced by Weasel's boldness, Parrot chimed in too. I'm in too.
Yeah, you're usually the one that had the day runs. Why need us? After all, the town don't see you as a criminal like us.
Don't worry, it's gonna be Roblox Studio in a second. It is gonna be Roblox Studio in a little.
More like maximum story time.
Pulls collar. Maeve respected their gallantry and remarked, "Then just trail me. Surely there's no controversy in that idea. You'll be fine."
Aye,
The men paralleled.
And then that's where I stopped. That's where I stopped for now. Because next thing I gotta write. So I have a little bit written after the day is ended, but I'm gonna finish writing what they do when they go up above ground again, which is gonna be a little fun and interesting. Part of their excursion, yes. All right, guys, who's fucking with Maeve? Who thinks Maeve is a cool character? Actually, hold on. Let's do a poll for best character. Let's do a poll right now. Sorry, I'm stuttering. I'm like Parrot right now. All right. Best character, chapter 3. Let's see. I'm gonna draw art of all these characters eventually. I have pretty clear ideas in my mind about what they look like. Ooh. Oh my god. I already know who voted for Weasel. Oh yeah, guys, I'll do side stories for this at some point. No one likes Parrot. Bro, Parrot's yes, there's the Parrot fans. Hold on, let me plug in my drawing tab. Let me draw. Oh, I just hit my head on my desk. My drawing tablet USB is all the way underneath my desk because I don't have enough USB ports. So I just have to plug them in every once in a while. Alright, let me get my Leon tablet. Alright. So let me draw what Parrot looks like. You guys want like really, really shitty sketches of what all the characters look like? Alright, let me just do like really, really simple figures. Ooh. Well, okay, that's... No, it looks really ass. That's basically just a stick figure. I'm not doing all that. Alright, hold on. So Parrot's like... I'm just in Clip Studio Paint just because I can get I can have layers. I'm never going back to the other one. Microsoft Paint, I'm never going back. What do you say? Should we leave the Pirate Tavern ambience on? Even if it's copyright? Alright, I'll draw all the characters right now. It's gonna be kind of like shitty sketches, but whatever. I'll draw their heads up. Oh, I'm closing out studio. After I do all these drawings, I'll draw I'll do cats versus. We're gonna be working on cats versus water. Cats versus water. All right, so. Oh, my Control Z doesn't work. My thing. Hold on. I don't know. I'm lagging. What is this? Because I have OBS maximized. Alright. So Cyrus looks something like I forget what a tricorn looks like. Hold on. I'm not gonna lie. How does a tricorn look? Oh, I can't undo easily. How does it? No, wait. Is it like almost like this in the front? Oh my god. I need to like reinstall my drivers again. Oh, hold on. Oh. Okay, it's not opening. Let me... Oh, oops. Alright, here we go. So first I'll draw Cyrus. I actually don't really know what Cyrus is gonna look like. Sure. I don't know. I'm just gonna draw him as like circular face people. Okay, how do I Emperor, do it. I know you. Hey, this guy seems familiar. This is for my story I'm writing. If you scroll up in chat all the way, there's like the Google document for it somewhere. It's inspired by a lot of things. Should probably end that poll. What is a tricon? Okay. I think I figured it out. Okay. So it's like, oh, it's like, hold on. I'll just do it from like a front angle. Yeah, I'll just do this. That's simple. Where'd my chat go? Let's chat. Eventually, I'll do like a sketch of it eventually. Well, no, yeah, I got some more stuff to do. I don't really have a design for Cyrus yet. He's kind of just a guy. He's kind of just a guy. Oh. I think I did that eye patch way off to the side. He's kind of just a guy right now. He kind of looks like an Animal Crossing character. Alright, how we feeling, chat? I guess it's kind of just like whatever Cyrus is gonna look like for time being. I might as well do like a little bit of clothes. What's up, Umbri? Boxy? Ooh, if I could do a mind. That is not a box, I'm sorry. Alright, this is got a little bit of hair back here, yeah. Alright, that's Cyrus. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna do much more than that. He's a lot more meaner than he's a lot meaner than he looks, I guess. And he's got like the slash on his arm as well, like ripped his clothes. His sleeve. This is a chapter 1 appearance. These are all subject to change, by the way, all these designs. What pen was I using? Was I using this? I was using my design pencil, wasn't I? It's gotta have a reason. This is very basic. This is a very basic design right now, but whatever. It's just a work in progress. And it's fine. That'll work. Alright, that's Cyrus. Let's move up here. I guess now we'll draw Morris. Let's draw Morris. Let me just use his head as a base. Morris is a little more like oblong head shape. I guess like that. I feel like he needs to have like a hat of some sort. I can't just get everyone a tricorn. Tricorns are awesome though. Let's see, let's look at more pirate hats. Images. Oh, we could do one of the we could do like a what is it? I'm realizing now he's just gonna look like Walter White. That one drawing of Walter White. But oh, I just realized this is really uneven too. This is like his satchel or whatever. I feel like I made him too bulky. He's kind of like a frail old man. Thank you, Boxy. I love you too. You're a wonderful fan. You guys are all great fans. I don't know, something about Boxy right now made my day. Maybe because he gave me money. I'm totally not saying this because he gave me money, guys. This is Morris, guys. I'm really happy about this design. It looks kind of plain. What if I gotta give him like some sort of eyebrows. It's kind of wrinkly. But he's gonna look like me when I'm older. I have really long hair, guys, if you didn't know that. Yeah, he kinda does have an egghead. I'll fix it, guys. Good enough. Alright. This is Morris. Who should I draw now? Who should I draw next, guys? I'll do a quick poll. I'm still doing chapter 1. I'm gonna do a poll. Paris from chapter 3. What was in chapter 1? Alright, that's all the... I'm only gonna do name characters for now, so... That's it. Those are the only other named characters in chapter 1, I think. Come on, guys. I want to draw Burly Felix. I'm gonna do them all, but... Oh my god, thank you, Boxy. So awesome. Yeah. Both of them look like they're from One Piece. I don't know if that's like the worst thing I've ever heard or like the best thing I've ever heard. Alright. Alright, here we go. We're gonna draw Burly Felix. I'm not gonna draw like a full Samuel Cormac thing, maybe. Actually I will. Because Burly Felix is like the There we go. Good. Perfect. True. It has its ups and downs. I'm just gonna draw a tricorn. Burly Felix is a little bit of a roughie though, so he kind of has like a. He's got like a sideways tricorn. That's so fire. Right, this is Burly Felix, guys. Just kind of look like a tomato. Should you have curly hair, or like what we feel in chat? You should grind, Bluey. Should seem like a big old nose. I feel like his nose is a little too pronounced. I think I want it to be a little more like, a little more rounded. Whatever that is. Curly hair. To be fair, his name isn't Curly Felix, it's Burly Felix, so whatever. It's all for artistic sake. You can always be changed later. Oops. Greasy curly hair. Not gonna lie, you're right. I think that's fine. I think his one eye's a little too small, but we'll just give him darker circles. Kind of looks like a cat. Made him a little small. To be fair, he is a bit of a stout guy. We can scale him up after.
Oh, like shiny. Hold on.
I could try to do that. That looks better. Does that look greasier now? Cat features. Really, Felix is not a cat. He's also an asshole. I mean, a jerk.
I just can't do that sideways. He's not cat-coded, guys. He's not cat-coded.
Really, Felix is not cat-coded. He's not that dapper. Ooh, okay, whatever. His neck's looking a little long, not gonna lie. should bring this entire unit up. Let me just patch it up. There's Burly Felix. He's stout. He's kind of small. He's shorter than Cyrus. I should probably make it look like that. The only one I don't really like so far is Morris. I feel like he's just kind of... I don't know. I'm gonna do Miss M next. Actually... Alright, I'm gonna draw... Change canvas size. Let's do 2000 by 2000. Alright. So Samuel Cormac is next. I'm gonna do like a little relationship chart, like the relations, like how they feel towards each other. So Cyrus is gonna be the root of it all. So Cyrus, I don't know. I'm just gonna say they're acquaintances. I'm not gonna do anything fancy. If I could do a straight line. Well, a steady curved line, rather. Yes, sir. Bro's cooking. Should probably move their names below them. I'm actually gonna do a fancy signature because that's like how he actually, yeah. Because canonically, even though he's blind, he has really good handwriting. Morris. Alright, I decided to learn motivational. Morris. I don't like this R. There we go, that's better. Oh my god, you're shipping the characters already? You know, I'm not even mad. I'm kind of glad the community's getting that sort of engagement already. Miss M X Parrot. Just wait till you see what Parrot looks like, guys. We're back. I'm back. Got a little pizza. Also, just saw a question earlier. There's 2 different female characters so far. You know, I would add a lot more female characters. I don't know. I gotta think of more designs. And more character types. Because I don't want to, like, have multiple characters that are pretty similar already. I want them all kind of to be fresh. And, also just, I guess there wasn't many women pirates. I'm gonna change that, of course. You know, I'm not gonna live by historical accuracy for some things, but Maeve is going to be the second member of Cyrus's crew, so to speak. Mars. Oh no. Oh god. Are you guys the only ones in chat? If so, you guys are so real for that. I think you guys are. I want to see your best like ship art by the end of this. Oh, Binding of Isaac is so fun. I can't even blame you for that. Alright, next I'm gonna draw Samuel Cormac. Or just Sam Cormac. I have a pretty good idea of what this guy looks like. So, Burly Felix is pretty small and lanky. But, small and bulky. But Samuel Cormac is kind of like taller, a little stronger than him, but kind of like a gentle giant, sort of. Because he doesn't want to get involved in their fight, their initial fight. Scared. Oh my god, I just sent this to my friend and they said it, Morris kind of looks like Master Roshi, and I'm never gonna get that out of my head. I need to change his design, like, he does look like Master Roshi. He does look like Master Roshi from Dragon Ball, holy shit. Like, Goku! Oh my god. Burly Felix is not cat, I thought it was said cat something or other. Ooh. What's up, Raycast? Alright, so Samuel Cormac, let's see. Broader shoulders.
Do a little sketch for these. It's kind of balding a little bit.
He kind of does. His face is a little off center. I gotta fix that. Okay, that's fine. I don't have a good design for this guy yet. I need some sort of like it has some sort of like defining feature. But to be fair, the way I wrote him, the only like notable thing about him is he has like a missing pinky. And he's kind of average otherwise. But he kind of looks like he has a varsity vest, which I don't like. They're not cat-coded. Okay, he kind of is. He's got like the whiskers here. Kind of looks like he's like Italian or something. I'm gonna move his eyes up a little bit. And has those funny eyebrows though. He's kind of basic, but what's wrong with it? He's a very, very minor character. He doesn't have any role in the story. Maybe like a reoccurrence eventually, but that's about it. So I'm not too worried about his design right now. He's got kind of greasy hair too. He does. He's a coward. He's a big coward. I feel like it might have like a piercing or something. Maybe a couple. But I feel like now I'm just making him look like more like a 60s fucking football kid. Oh no. I'm good. Okay. So now we got all these guys.
You're right, Miss M.
Alright. I genuinely don't have a super great idea for her yet.
Yeah, I'll redraw these someday. I don't like how Samuel Cormac looks kind of modern, but whatever. Yeah, it does. I thought it felt like a varsity jacket, but I don't really know what to do with it. Maybe if I button it up, it'll look better. Let me button it up. Oh, hell nah. Bluey gonna simp. Hold on. If I button it up, it should look fine. I think. Let me change this back part up a little bit. And actually make it go kind of around the neck a little more. If I shade these two, I'm gonna take away the pocket. I think I need something else here. Or maybe just a bigger collar, actually. Bigger collar as well. I've seen some pirate outfits like really big collars for no reason. Triangle collar? Oh yeah, like a V-neck. Or wait, I don't know. I'll do a V-neck though. V-necks are piratey. Get a little shirt on here, maybe. Let me just increase the arc on this. I think it's a little better. I'll leave that as is. I mean, it's kind of leather. It's like supposed to be leather, but whatever. I might just get rid of these lines as well. They kind of look like stripes. They're not really supposed to be. Let me add like. There. I think that looks okay. Alright, I know what I'm gonna do with Miss M now. Let me just trace a head shape. There, that works. There is no Mr. M because Miss M implies she's not married. I can't look up pirate bartender without getting 100 fucking AI results. This is actually really annoying. And half of them look like this. Oh, it's so terrible. I'm just gonna do what I was gonna do with before. Trying to just imagine like the position of everything. It's okay, Blue. I understand your struggle. Oh my god, what the hell? I think her neck is a little too long now. A little bit. Let's perform surgery real quick. It's not the eraser. Oh my god, did you actually? This isn't real. This can't be possible. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is beautiful. Oh my god. Golden Tomb fan art goes so hard. Oh my god. Bluey, you're so awesome. Hold on. I need to look at my headband. I mean, that doesn't really help. It's like, ugh. Okay, I think I figured it out. I think I figured out how to do this. Because it's not even like, it doesn't even say if it's AI anymore. It literally like, they won't have like AI in like a little link thing. It'll straight up just be like photo whatever photo thing they're using to generate it. Yeah, I could try that. I mean, I have what I need now, but like... There's not an eraser. There's my eraser. I feel like I need to make this top section larger. Because it kind of looks like her hair is really flat. Oh, that's not my eraser. I keep doing the wrong one. Burly Felix is not cat-coded. I'm not really good at drawing curly hair, but whatever. Ugh. Okay, whatever. Is that the end of my... It is.
We're the Detroit Youth Choir. We're the underdog, out to prove what we can do.
This is the hardest I've ever tried for anything.
I want to be able to take these kids to the next big stage. Showtime.
Everybody, it's Bobby Flay, and I'm here with my friend Chef Brooke Williamson.
Hello.
I'll let that ad go for a second.
We tend to do some cooking competitions here. Wait. Today we're gonna go head to head to see who makes the best pet-friendly meals. Let's meet.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, the pirate music goes hard, doesn't it? I'm trying to think of what mouth to give her. Alright. Okay, I said I'd work on Cats versus Water, so I think I'm gonna take a Cats versus Water break in a few. After I finalize Miss M. I feel like that line doesn't look right. Placed off compared to the other one. Flip the camera? Okay, I will in a sec. That's scary though. Flipping the canvas is scary. I don't know how to flip the entire... What's up, Robo? Okay, there's Miss M. Miss M's done. I just need to write, do her little signature. She would steal your shillings? That's kind of funny. I'm gonna do like a little description under each of them. I have no idea, honestly. Alright, how do I flip the entire canvas in Clip Studio? I gotta save this. It stood for something and I can't remember. I'm gonna be so for real.
Oh, I see. First thing I notice, I think Miss M looks fine. Cyrus looks a little lopsided. I'm gonna fix that. And his eye looks a little lopsided as well. I think I can surgically fix it. That's better. Really feel he's got so much wrong with him, I'm being for real. First things first, I don't know. He's fine. That's fine. I'll redraw him later. Samuel Cormac looks pretty actually decent. Alright. All of the chapter 1 characters are done. Chapter 2 only introduces one new character, being the Dockmaster. But in chapter 2, it's more focused on the interaction between the two. Well, okay, I guess technically I haven't done all the tavern patrons. I haven't done the old hooded man. I haven't done the fancy looking guy. Should I do those? I think I should do those guys. What do you think? I'm just looking at Conlan's art things. These are actually really cool. The Cats versus Water one. It's so cool. What the hell? That's cool. I'm gonna watch that later. Interesting. Alright, I think I'll do like very simple coloring. I don't know. Potentially. I don't know if I should. That's a lot of work. I think I'd rather draw the rest of the characters. It's pretty awesome.
With the Wells Fargo Active Cash credit card,
Oh,
you get
my.
unlimited 2% cash back on purchases you want, like dance lessons.
And they're unskippable ads. Ugh. I'm looking for like ideas. I know what these characters look like because these are very well, like very, very well described. But What is Snot King? Oh, I just looked it up. It kind of does. I agree. Sexypedia Wiki? What is this? Oh, it's from Moomin. Does that look familiar? I don't even want to know. I gotta find ideas. One Piece, not gonna lie, has some fire ideas. Hello, chat. Hello, chat. I like the Morse fan art. It's pretty fire. Alright, I'm gonna draw. It's just so dark in my room. It gets dark too early. Ugh. I don't feel like working. Alright, chat. I'm locked in now. Let's draw another one. Those are really bad. There, that works. I'm gonna do like a side profile for this one. Oh, denied seller. Did I read that right? Yes, denied seller. That's a fun username. I'm just doing some art right now. Yeah, I guess so. It's first story I'm writing. I'm just doing some art of the characters. Okay, Bluey, I will admit this character is cat-coded. If you're still here, Bluey. This mysterious old guy in the robe. Realize I made it pretty small. This is the one character intentionally cat-coded. Intentionally keyword. Burly Felix is not cat-coded. I'm sorry. That's in your dreams, Bluey. I don't like how this world looks, but whatever, we're gonna roll with it. Okay, but this one's like intentional. Burly Felix isn't intentionally cat-coded. It just so happens that the similarity was made, and I ran with it. I guess that's what, you know, what we're going with. I don't really like that one, but whatever. Maybe if I like rotate the whole thing a little. I think what I need to do is like I think the hood just needs to like come all the way back. No. Maybe I can bring this top down. That's a little better. Hmm. Hard-coded. I don't know, I'm not really screwing with this design. I think it's probably just the front that needs to be fixed. Like, I don't know. I'll try this. Whoa. I didn't realize you could rotate it like that. Night.
Is everyone leaving now? Oh man. It's not for a game, it's for a story I'm writing, like a book. Here, I'll send a link to the book. Or at least the Google Doc for it. As much as I have done in the public version. Just how far off that eye was. The eye's kind of small. Also, I just realized you wouldn't even see these that eye from there. Puss in Boots if he was human. Oh, man, you're actually kind of right. I think as I draw more in this style, I'm a little more confident each time I go into design. Except for this one. I don't like that one. This one's really good, though. Wait, you said this guy looks like a cat? You must be on the buggeroniness. You're absolutely out of your mind, because that's blasphemy. Oh, Cone, show me your best Golden Tomb fan art you could possibly draw. Wait, who's your ship again? Is it I forget who it was. It was Maven. Was it Maven Weasley or something? I don't know. Just tell me whoever your ship is and then I'll... Yeah. Why the barkeep kind of... Oh my god, Cone. You know what? Just because of you, just because I want you to stay away from my creation. Please make them so buff. Please make them so buff. He does kind of look like a gnome. Gnome code. I haven't talked to that guy in so long. What said recharge is battle power? Is that what he said? Oh my god, you're not real, Cone. These guys are all unrelated, for the most part, but they're just characters that haven't been officially name dropped yet. They're gonna be important eventually, but for now, they don't even have a name. Like, I deadass don't have a name for them. I'm gonna go back to Cyrus though. I'm gonna erase his head. Alright, well, that's the end of the stream, guys.